Chapter 2. Since her official adoption by Bruce Wayne a few months ago, Cassandra spent her days slowly being homeschooled by Alfred. It was agreed to be the best arrangement. Cassandra lacked the social skills to properly go to school the way the Robins did before her, and she could still get the information she was looking for. It was their hope that maybe someday she would be able to go out and freely interact with Gotham the way the rest of Bruce's adopted children did. Alfred was slow and patient every step of the way with teaching her how to read and write. In spite of everything she already played a part in, it was the simple meaning and coding behind the symbols on every page that continued to confound her. Bruce promised he would always find her another way to receive case files and investigate, but Cassandra continued learning for her own benefit. She wanted there to be more to her life than her horrid youth and her time as a vigilante. With the previous night's oddities on her mind, Cassandra quietly interrupted Alfred's lesson on the placement of I's and E's to say, "Alfred, can I ask a question?" "Certainly, Miss Cassandra," he said. "What did you have in mind?" She reached into her pocket, produced the beaded necklace Father Ryan gave her, and held it up for him to see. Alfred gave her a curious look as he ran a hand over it. "Where did you get this?" "Someone I helped last night," Cassandra said. "Interesting. This is a rosary, Miss Cassandra. Did the man have any affiliation with anyone?" "Said he was a Monsignor." Cassandra tried to reproduce the way Father Ryan pronounced it. "A Monsignor." Now Alfred was intrigued. "You may have helped a very important man last night, Miss Cassandra. The rosary is an important object of prayer among members of the Catholic Church. You're supposed to say a certain prayer on each of these beads here, you see. I don't have much more specific information than that, I'm afraid. I'm not Catholic myself." Cassandra knew all of the words he said, but didn't know what to make of the gift. What is a Catholic? Alfred gave her a sad little smile. "I don't think I could just explain that to you now, Miss Cassandra. Maybe another day." He went to continue his lesson before there came a loud ringing at the door. "Excuse me a moment." Cassandra was left alone in the Wayne Manor study as Alfred made his way downstairs to the door. The unquestionable voice of a bubbly Stephanie Brown echoed through the halls as he led her inside. "Hi, Alfred," she said. "Is my costume finished with yet?" "Of course, Miss Stephanie," Alfred said. "I must go down to the basement to retrieve it, however. You may sit in the study with Miss Cassandra, if you please. Is Master Tim going to be late tonight?" "Tim's going to try and nab some extra credit tutoring kids after class. All his teachers think he's out all night, every night, partying." "Well, I suppose it isn't an altogether inaccurate assumption." In minutes, the perky blonde was tossing her backpack aside and sitting next to Cassandra, flashing her a big smile. "Hey, Cassie. What are you working on here?" "English," Cassandra said before she referred to the rosary. "And this." Stephanie's quizzical look almost matched Alfred's. "Huh. You're a Catholic now?" The word was beginning to crawl under Cassandra's skin. "Don't know what it means." As she complained, Stephanie laughed. "Cool your jets. Where'd you get this?" Cassandra again repeated her story, though this time her listener agreed she didn't know what a Monsignor was. When she finished, Stephanie said, "Well, good work as always. But what does it mean? What does any of it mean?" "You'll have to be a little more specific," Stephanie said. "But then, I guess there's a big obvious question there, too. How much do you know about religion?" "It's praying, right?" Cassandra said. "Talking to someone in your head. And that is the someone who made you, right?" "Well, that's the basics," Stephanie said. "You've never done it, have you?" "My father and mother created me," Cassandra said. "I don't ever want to talk to them." Stephanie laughed. "If that was it, I'd never do it either. I don't need to talk to my old man, and Mom's a cell phone call away." "Do you do it?" Cassandra asked. "Yeah, sometimes," Stephanie shrugged. "I mean, I don't really do it like I'm supposed to, but I've been in some bad spots before. That's when I've done it, mostly." She leaned back and sighed a little. "Don't ask me too much about that, though. My family's Methodist. It's all I know." "Another label," Cassandra groaned. "What does it mean?" Stephanie looked around the table a little before she grabbed a sheet of paper out of one of Cassandra's notebooks. Let me try to draw you a picture, okay? She asked. She drew a picture and a capital G. Let's say this is the world's first superhero, okay? We'll call him Goodman because I just had a full day of school and my originality circulator is a little bit fried. Cassandra nodded, her eyes fixed intently on the page. Now let's say that Goodman was the biggest, best superhero ever, and every hero who came after him wanted to be just like him, but they didn't agree how to do it. She drew an oval around the G. Now, Goodman and all his virtues are an umbrella. Down here, she drew a line and a crude bat, is Batman, who uses some of Goodman's tactics, but not all of them. And over here, she drew another line and then an S, is Superman, and he uses other stuff Goodman says. And farther over here, she drew a W, is Wonder Woman, and she uses other things Goodman said. Every one of them wants to be the new Goodman, but none of them are quite sure how. All right, Cassandra said. What does Goodman have to do with people in your head? See, this is why this wasn't a very good example. Stephanie gnawed at the pen a little. But let's just put it like that. The guy you saved last night? He's a Superman Goodman follower. I'm a Batman Goodman follower. Same inspiration, different practice. Then what am I? Yep. Again, bad example, Stephanie said. You're not actually under this umbrella. Cassandra looked at her, perplexed. You're Batgirl, okay? This is just association. I can't take that away. You know what? This is stupid. She crumpled up the paper and tossed it aside. Don't even worry about it. I want to learn, Cassandra said. Want to know why he called the hospital before the police. Why he wanted to make sure they were safe after they attacked him. Alfred returned with Stephanie's uniform. Good as new, he assured her as he handed it off. Are you two well? As one can be when trying to explain spirituality to Cassie. Stephanie took her uniform from Alfred and gave her friend another smile. I'd stick around, but I have to hide this thing before Mom gets home from work. I'll see you on patrol tonight, okay? Of course, Cassandra said, giving her a happy little nod as if to tell her goodbye. Cassandra turned back toward her work and the rosary, still wondering about that man. With that, she made the decision to see him again. She still had too many questions not to. The only question left was, would it be Cassandra or Batgirl who would take him?